Hello.
Krishnaraj.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, good time to talk.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I am the owner and resident of Lodha Palava Phase 2, Dombivali.
Okay.
And
you messaged me, no?
Right, yes, sir.
Right. Okay.
So, sir, basically, I have flat in Eviva cluster, Eviva wing.
Okay.
So, I purchased this flat 2 years back.
Okay.
And since that time, I reside here.
Okay.
So what happens is that I think last year October these people called for the society meeting, AGM and everything. And in that AGM, what happened is that there is one local goon called
Okay.
So this guy is a landlord. So he sold out many land to Lodha builder. He took money. So this guy got a flat in each cluster. He also have 2 flats in Eviva cluster where I have my flat. So what happened is that at the time of FGM, he came with all his manpower and everything. He entered into that Centrum clubhouse where this FGM was happening.
Okay.
And he suddenly come there and he said that I have 19 people team with me and I will be a chairman of this society. He never stay in our cluster. He stay in Laguna cluster, which is in Lakeshore Green. I stay in downtown.
Okay.
So since he was having many people with him, so people were in fear, so nobody actually stood in front of him for the post of chairman.
Right.
But I was standing there, so people, they back out, but I was standing there for secretary post and I won that election.
Achha, you won the election also.
I won the election, I became a secretary and one of my colleagues, he is a CA. So he became a treasurer of this society.
Okay.
And now what happened is that since we started the function of the society and everything, this guy started pushing his vendors in the society. Since he said that I sold the land and everything, so I have all the rights to, means whatever I'll say, that should be happening in each cluster.
Yeah, that is obviously not the case. If he sold the land, that does not entitle him to any special privileges.
Right. So what this guy did is that this guy put his security in Eviva cluster via some third person, and we were not knowing about that. He is the same guy who's running that security gate. So since he was knowing about the court and everything, the condition of the society. So we were asking about 3 months credit period. So he asked that vendor, you say that I'll give 6 months credit.
So this person became the chairman or what?
This person became a chairman because nobody shown up for the post of chairman, so that he was the only standing for that post.
Okay, but normally the way it happens is you have a managing committee election and then the managing committee selects the chairman and secretary.
But what happens, sir, since there were many goons, nobody have the guts to tell him no.
अच्छा.
क्या हुआ सर, उसने जैसे ही वो आके बैठ गया और he said that I am a chairman of this society now, अब मेरे सामने कौन खड़ा रहता है मैं देखता हूँ. So people they felt that कि अभी ये बंदे के हाथ में कौन लगेगा, and all we people were not knowing this guy. He came with tikka and everything. With many bodyguards, many people with him. So people were in different mood altogether.
Tikka means, you mean like वो पूरा saffron का ऐसे सब you?
हाँ, तो पूरा वो hijack वाला सर. और उसके बाद में क्या हुआ? When this guy put his security here, cleaning staff here, housekeeping staff, and he started asking for commission. जो भी नया vendor will put the tender here or quote here in society, will ask that मैं आपको काम दूंगा, मेरे को कितना आप दोगे उसमें से ये बताओ. So what happened is that after 1 or 2 months, 3 months, we have seen that with the security guy, they promised that 14 staff for our cluster, because in our cluster we have total 10 wings. So we asked them to provide us 6 guard, 3 each side and 2 supervisor day and night. And what happened is that only 1 or 2 security guards he started providing, an invoice is producing for all 14 people.
Okay.
So we opposed that. So when we opposed that, he suddenly arrived and he said that अरे security staff मेरा है, मेरा company है वो, cleaning staff भी मेरा है, मेरा company है वो, and nobody has power to terminate us.
Okay.
And on mail we have sent him termination letter. Since we were not knowing about this, we just since the service was not good, so we sent a mail to him that we are going to terminate you in month time, and we are going to select some other vendor because your service is not matching with our expectation.
Okay.
This guy suddenly came in the night with 7-8 goons. He called all committee members in society office. They locked.
Except you.
I was not there. I was working on one of the product launch, so I was not available. So he called everyone. These people went there and he said that मैं जो बोलूँगा वो होगा. और फिर this CA guy, he was a treasurer. He said that sir ये तो हम नहीं कर सकते, आप ये गलत कर रहे हो और आपने जो पैसे भी आप ले रहे हो वो भी गलत है, आपका सर्विस भी अच्छा नहीं है. तो then suddenly these 7 people started beating our 3 people.
अच्छा, एक्चुअली बीटिंग हुआ.
हाँ, they started beating these 3 people. उसमें से एक जन को आग से यहाँ पे कट आ गया और इन लोगों ने उनको रात को 12-12:30 बजे तक लॉक करके रखा हुआ था वहाँ पे.
ओके.
Next day, we decided that since this event happens, immediately we sent our resignation on the society email ID. We also informed all the owners through No Broker app and the official email ID of society that this is the incident happened with 3 of our colleagues, and this guy, including his son, his some mama chacha ka ladka, some goons, his bodyguard, 7-8 people, they beaten 3 people. और वहाँ से हमारा friction started. And since I was a secretary and that guy was a treasurer, so we decided we are not going to sign any of the check because he is going to misutilize these money. This incident happened in April, और अप्रैल से लेके अभी तक हम लोगों ने कोई भी चेक साइन नहीं किया. तो ही मल्टीपल टाइम ही थ्रेटन में कि तुमको घर में घुस के मारेंगे, तुमको जो है यहाँ पे रहने नहीं देंगे, तुम फ्लैट अपना छोड़ के भाग जाओगे, ऐसे करके. बट हमने बोला कि यार हम तुमसे डरते नहीं है, हम लोग साइन नहीं करेंगे. Suddenly this guy, what he did is that on 10th of this month, means yesterday only, he called SGM, where he called his 19 people to whom he only selected. There is no information to registrar office about this. And he suddenly announced there a different person, a secretary, himself as a chairman and one more guy as a treasurer, so that he can change my sign and he can utilize the fund which is there in the society account.
Oh, okay.
So for that we opposed. I said that this is not the way. You follow the procedure.
But then I think you guys should have opposed him at a more basic level, because if he's not living in your cluster, how does he?
So, sir, that is what is happening. We opposed that yesterday. Yesterday there was a SGM. I went there. I said that why you are not following the law? You don't stay in our cluster. You stay in Lakeshore. We stay in downtown. How you would be?
Does he own a house over here, or doesn't he even own a house?
He is having one flat here.
He is owning one house there. That is how he is doing.
So he is saying that I have flat here. So he is already a chairman in Laguna cluster. And he is also a chairman in Viva cluster. And he was also forcing Urbano cluster, which is just next to my cluster. He visited multiple times in that cluster also, make me a chairman. And ultimately those people went to Raju Patil, who is sitting MLA or MP in this area.
Okay.
And then that guy called him and he scolded him, are you mad, what you are doing? So then he come out from that cluster. Otherwise he was forcing that team also that make me a chairman here.
Achha.
So now the situation is that he is threatening us. I contacted PCMA team, which is the authority here who is managing everything.
PCMA has now turned into PCMC, right? It has turned into a company, or it is still association only?
So what is happening now, sir? Till the time there is no society form, these people look after all the affairs of your cluster. And once the society form, they will say that कि अभी हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे, आप अपने तरफ से handle कर लो. So that is the same thing happening. We multiple times we mailed also to their head office. We visited their office. We asked them कि भाई आप लोगों ने ये गांव वालों से जमीन ली है. Particularly this guy is doing this. Every cluster he is having one flat, and what language he use? अरे तुम लोग एक फ्लैट के आदमी हो, ठीक है? तुम्हारी क्या औकात है मेरे सामने? That is what the language he uses. कि हर cluster में मेरा एक फ्लैट है. What you people will do? Police is in my pocket, and you just come out from any of this gate. मैं देखता हूँ तुम लोग कैसे बाहर निकलते हो.
Okay.
So this is what he is using. So already he beaten 3 people. Now he is threatening us. Now he is also threatening me that if you will raise the objection on the yesterday process, which is illegal, he is not the ultimate authority to decide because he selected his own people. He has not sent any mail to the resident of the cluster. If you want to give your nomination for any of the posts or a provisional committee, you should come forward. No, he just selected 9 people who follow him. So he is showing that he is a godfather and he can do anything. So I already approached Monday this Lodha MD team and management team. They said that we'll come and we'll meet you and everything. But
is this whole thing, this entire way of doing things, isn't this actually what has been set up by Lodha? Is it something that they will control?
They can control, sir, but these people I'll tell you, these people also give work to these goons. Because if you talk about why this guy is so strong in this area, I'll tell you 2 things. Because first thing is getting money from Lodha. Correct. How he's getting money, I'll tell you. First thing, he got the money in regards to his land. Second thing, he also got flat in each cluster. Third thing is that the cleaning staff or security staff which is kept in the clusters by Lodha in downtown, especially in sector phase 2, it is given to his company. So he's getting lot of money from Lodha. And because of that, we are nobody for him. We are very small. So he is not entertaining only. And what he is saying in front of everyone, all the owners sitting into this SGM, that कि ये law वगैरह मैं मानता नहीं, पुलिस मेरे जेब में है और तुझे क्या करना है. He threatened this treasurer in front of everyone. That recording is there. We are asking for that recording. He said that कि ये मीटिंग के बाद मैं तुमको देख लूंगा. ये मीटिंग खत्म होने दो. I'll see that how you go to your home.
Okay.
We already informed this whole incident to registrar. We said that, sir, this is wrong and we require a legitimate wait for this election and everything, and right people should be selected. This guy has not paid a single, he is having one flat, he has not paid a single rupee since last 1 year when the society formed as a maintenance. हाँ, he is a defaulter guy. He is saying that अरे मैं 1 रुपया भी नहीं भरूंगा, तुमको क्या करना है कर लो. He is putting everything. Last month this lift vendor AMC got expired. So he called one of the vendor and he said that I'm giving you 2,10,000 rupees check, and out of this I require 50,000 rupees as my commission since I have passed your quotation here. So everything whatever here I am doing, it is in my hand. Nobody can cross me, and for each and every work I require a commission. So in front of, even this is the incident, and in front of my cluster there is a multi-level car parking space where the work is happening. So he is also getting 9 to 10% commission from the people who are working into this MLCP project. So if there is a dumper or if there is a crane, if there is a guy who is fitting some fixtures.
Just 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. So he is getting commission from there. So he is getting lot of money, and I am a person who is earning from a salary, who is paying his EMIs and everything. So we are very small in front of him.
Correct.
We are getting salary in lakhs, and he is the person every month he is getting from commission only he must be getting 10-15 lakh rupees.
I understand.
Now it is a question on our life, sir, because yesterday night what he did is that he was standing at one of the wing, and one of my colleague with his family, he came because our entire out of 19 team of that provisional committee, 13 people resigned. Okay, including me and my treasurer. So one of guy from that team, he was just roaming with his family, and these people standing there and they started abusing that guy.
Oh.
हाँ कि अरे इसको तो देख लेंगे, इसने हमारा साथ नहीं दिया.
You are now feeling physically insecure.
Yes, sir. Because his son, his bodyguard, he himself, he says that हम तुमको घर से उठा के लेके जाएंगे, तुम्हारी गाड़ी तुम यहाँ से जॉब पे निकलोगे तो तुमको आगे एक्सपीरिया के यहाँ पकड़ के, नहीं तो तुमको वहाँ पे कटई नाका के यहाँ पे पकड़ के तुमको मारेंगे, तुम्हारी गाड़ी जला देंगे. So he is threatening. So now the situation is that even if we are there at our home, right? We are so insecure. He will come with 10-20 vehicles. He will park in front of I have a flat on the ground floor only. So he will park all his vehicles, all his goons will come together only. They will enter in the society. They will show like they are a godfather here, and you just be aside. Means अगर तुमने कुछ बोला तो you are finished.
I understand.
So that is what the situation. And when I proposed this in front of Lodha team, I said that, sir, you tell me one thing. When I purchased this flat, you people said that this is India's #1 city. It is so secure, educated people staying here. You will get all the amenities. Now I am facing a worst time of my life because I spent my entire life in Chembur. So I have not seen these kind of goons there. So now I am facing this, and I have to go to their level to fight this.
Correct.
I can't go to police station. He is saying that if you go to police station, police will tell me. He visited to police station. He was complaining about you, so that they will not take your complaint but will hit you. He is saying that if you go to register and if you take our bread and butter, then also we will ensure that you are going to sell your flat and you'll move from here.
यानी फुल गुंडा राज है.
हाँ, फुल गुंडा राज है सर. और जब हम लोधा की टीम को सबसे पीटी पार्ट ये है कि हमने बोला सर मुझे एक बात बताओ, ऐसा होता है कि कहीं पे आपने उसका लैंड लिया हुआ है, उसको आपने करोड़ों रुपए पे किया होगा.
करेक्ट.
उनको आपने 10-20 फ्लैट भी दिया होगा, तो क्या वो हमारे ऊपर राज करेगा? हमारा लाइफ हमने उसको दे दिया क्या? मैंने 50-60 लाख रुपए यहाँ पे डाला है, तो मैंने मेरी लाइफ उसके पास क्या रेंट पे दे दी है क्या? मैंने कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया है कि मेरा लाइफ अभी ये बंदे के हाथ में है?
Have you made a detailed police complaint? If you have not,
no, sir, we have not made.
And police complaint, don't just keep it at police local level. Escalate to commissioner. Okay, you start from the top and go to the bottom. Normally, the way we do things is we first go to the police station. उधर नहीं हुआ, फिर escalate करते हैं and all that. Okay. But there is merit in doing things another way. What you do is you start right at the top. Okay, so you have to send to 2 CPs. One is CP Mumbai, because Lodha's corporate office is in Mumbai. CP Thane, because that is the jurisdiction for Palava City, right? Is it CP Thane or is it Kalyan Dombiveli ke liye, is there a separate commissioner of police?
Yeah, that I need to check. I think most probably it will be a Thane only.
Then joint CP law and order. It is a law and order issue. Okay, goondagiri and all this kind of. You have to send to joint CP law and order, both the places. Second thing is, see, Lodha is a political character.
Right, sir.
So you also it helps if you can also send to CM and Home Ministry.
Sure, sir.
Okay. What they are doing, according to me, is not by default. It is not that this guy is doing this and Lodha doesn't know about it. It's not like that.
Right. They know everything. They know everything, sir. They know everything.
उनके चाहते हुए हो रहा है. I know people in Casa Rio who also said, this was way earlier, at least a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They were clear that इधर का जो भी service provider होता है, all these guys are selected by Lodha. The people who collect the garbage, the people who provide security agency, even the people who provide cable services, all these kind of things, plumbing, etc.
Right.
सब लोग वही select करते हैं. They are pre-selected, so they are prevented at the gate. If you call someone else, they are prevented at the gate.
Right.
And there are videos also. You may have seen those.
Yeah.
Where they are saying, boss, हमारे इसके अंदर आने को ही नहीं देते हैं. They prevent them right at the entry of Casa Rio. And if I had to, take a different cable operator, I had to actually smuggle him in.
Right.
I had to say ये washing machine install करने को आ रहा है बोल के उसको लेके जाना पड़ा.
Sir, same thing happening with the Tata broadband also.
Right.
They are not allowing only to enter here.
So this is not by default. This is by design.
Agree, sir.
Now, since this is by design, there are 2-3 things you can and you should do. First thing is, don't think that Lodha is going to support you. Yes, you write correspondence to him. It is important that you intimate these guys.
Okay,
and start correspondence with them. But also escalate, because you are under threat. You are under direct threat. So what he should do is escalate to CM, etc., because he's a very powerful political figure.
Right. Yes.
This letter, if it is possible, at least I hope your treasurer and others will endorse, will stand by you and sign.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Then,
Yeah.
So first you write and draft it. Okay. Start from the top. Start from the absolute top. Start from commissioner level, let it trickle down. So basically, you need to play the game now at a higher level. I understand that this guy is setting himself up as an adversary to you, but I believe that he is doing it at the will of Lodha.
Right.
Okay, it is not done independently of his own.
Right.
It is necessary that you should put Lodha as responsible.
Agree, sir. I am with you on this because multiple time I connected them. They are not helping. They are directly saying me, sir, हम लोग कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Now we have given the flat to you. Now we have given the society also to you. So we are least bothered about you. Will not help you into this. It's your life. So these people actually telling me that.
But this amounts to false advertising also, because they are promoting Palava City as a very fancy destination and all that. All this Akshay Kumar ads. So you need to say that then this is false advertising that is going on.
Right, sir.
You have to involve. No, what is the meaning of PCMA?
Right.
So in this way you bring in the PCMA angle, the officials of PCMA angle. See, where the Palava City, actually Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation should be in charge. Right. Whether it is a township or not, it is ultimately Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation. They are in charge of the whole thing. But what happens is this sort of becomes a private kingdom.
And this, sir, the topic of worry is that if yesterday night one of my guys was roaming with the family, these people are saying that we have given you a garden, we have given you a beautiful roads and the footpath. He just took a dinner, he just started roaming, and these people, they started abusing him, and in the morning, these people made a message stating that this guy these people put two people names from this thing, and they said that these people were drunkards. Okay, and after drinking they were roaming here, and when we asked them why you are roaming, so they started abusing us, and that was not the situation only. And these people, what they did is that they ensure that nobody from our team should be there in any groups. So they will make a group of owners, but they will not add us. And if you go there and if you say that कि अरे सर आप ये ऐसे गलत क्यों लिख रहे हो, तो their गुंडास will call you and say that ये तेरे को घर में घुस के मारेंगे अगर तूने दोबारा ये मेरा आदमी है, ये वाले विंग में जिसको तूने बात की थी, जिसको तूने कुछ बोला था, वो मेरा आदमी है, वो मेरे लिए काम करता है इलेक्शन में.
You guys need to go public, desperately need to go public, and you need to do it fast. Okay, first draft a letter and send it to the authorities.
Sure.
That is important.
Yeah.
Okay. Next step is immediately we will go public on it.
And sir, we also submitted one letter to registrar, Kalyan Registrar 3, with whole issue, and we also took.
See what happens cooperative mein, I'll tell you the difficulty with cooperative department. Cooperative department unfortunately is corrupt to the core.
Right.
वैसे you may say अरे who isn't corrupt, नहीं बराबर है, I agree. वैसे बहुत corruption बहुत department में है. But what happens with cooperative department is that when they want, they say we have got power. When they say want, they say we don't have any power. So all these kind of goondagiri type activity, and they will say हमारा कोई jurisdiction है ही नहीं इसमें बोलेंगे. What can we do? So if the signatures show on the face of it, it shows that you are, he is elected. If the false records are created which show that he is elected, they will say, he is elected, abhi hum kya kar sakte usme? So on the face of it, it will show that he is elected and by due process. Abhi due process mein bhi nahi jayenge. Suppose you question the due process, the law is unfortunately also an ass. A person who is elected but not by due process is also considered elected, and any orders that he may give in the duration of his reign while he is chairman, due process or otherwise, those orders, those decisions, etc., are taken as the decision of the society. So basically the will of the society gets hijacked.
Sir, first thing what I want to realize these people is that because these people what they are thinking कि हमने 3 लोगों को मारा, पुलिस कंप्लेंट नहीं हुआ, उसमें से 2 लोग गांव भाग गए, वो 2 महीना जाके गांव में रुके हुए थे बिकॉज वो इतने डर गए थे.
Correct.
This guy who is a CA, he was in so much fear, and one of the guy, he is a software engineer. He thought that कि अरे अभी इन लोगों ने इतना हमको मारा है रात को और सुबह तक तो ये हमको मार के खत्म कर देंगे.
Oh God. इतना threat perception हो गया.
This guy messaged me, said, "Bhai, I'll not be able to come for this SGM. Sorry, don't take it me wrong." So I called him. He was fumbling. So I said, "Bhai, don't worry, you don't come." So he was fumbling while talking to me because he was in so much fear that if he even appear in that Centrum clubhouse for this SGM, these people will beat him. So he was not there. And second thing, the society manager, in front of society manager and new committee, means he elected, there's no proper procedure. So what he said is that ना अरे ये लोग अगर सेंट्रम में आए ना तो 50 मेरे आदमी अंदर और 50 बाहर रहेंगे. अरे बाप. और हम देखते कि ये कैसे अंदर आते हैं. So that is what he used. So this society manager called me. He said, "Sir, आपके लाइफ के ऊपर थ्रेट है सर. मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट, वो शी इज अ फीमेल. She said कि सर मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ सर कि आप है ना 10 तारीख को सेंट्रम में मत आना because he arranged 100+ goons there. They are everywhere and if you come there they will thrash you. वो आपका गाड़ी उड़ी भी फोड़ देंगे और they will ensure that you will not go intact from that Centrum clubhouse."
Immediately escalate matter to CP Mumbai and CP Thane. Okay. So you escalate it immediately.
Sure, sir.
ठीक है. Let us move fast. Let us move fast.
Okay, and how these PCMA people actually do this, na? They even if they draft a mail to the owners, you see the language is very क्या बोलते हैं? Language is very threatening language.
Is it? Like
so for example, what happened in between, na? There was a issue with the MLCP. Multi-level car parking, and these people used to work in night. Anytime they used to come with the dumpers and everything, right? And they started working, so you'll not be able to sleep only full night. So I took a video. I started putting on Twitter those videos and everything. I tagged this Mangal Prabhat Lodha also. I put a mail also. So one of their project manager and one of their contractor. They came physically here and one of that contractor said me that I stay here in Dombivali और मैं तुझे देख लूँगा. So I said that तुझे देखना है तो अभी देख ले, चल अभी चलते हैं. Now what happened is that post that these PCMA people come to know about this incident because I think I spoken them this detail. So what happens? Immediately these people sent a mail to all the owners. Since the incident happened with me, so he sent these PCMA people sent a mail to all the owners and saying that कि आप लोगों को ये means English was like this कि आप लोगों को ये बताया जाता है कि कोई भी कॉन्ट्रैक्टर या कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर से आप लोग डायरेक्टली जाके बात मत करिए. अगर आप लोग करते हैं और उसके बाद में कुछ इंसिडेंट होता है तो लोधा एंड PCMA will not be responsible. Means he is ultimately he threatened me कि भाई you are doing this now, then there will be an issue. So I also tweeted, I think it is there on my Twitter. I also tweeted through PCMA and the Lodha and everything. Is this the mail or this is a warning or threat to me?
Correct, it's a threat.
So I have that tweet also. Yeah, I have that tweet also.
Correct. It amounts to a threat. Because they have to keep their contractors in line. If they are saying that their contractors will do some violence and we are not responsible and all that.
So situation is like this.
You send these things and move fast. Okay.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.